This is the operating headquarters for the entire retail chain. 250 Marlboro red discus in here. The largest discus tank in Germany. More food than I fed my discus in a year. How much does a koi pond like this cost to build here? 400,000 euros. Okay. That fish literally does not have an eye. All right, guys, so right now we have arrived to the headquarters of Kölle Zoo. This is the place that basically is in charge. This is the operating headquarters for the entire retail chain. And we were lucky enough to get invited to go take a look inside. We're here again, still with Matthew from Koi Service Europe. Why did we come out here?
Well, we came here to look at a gigantic discus tank, which is really nice to see, and a very, very nice koi pond they built specially only for the employees.
Wow. Yeah. All right, let's go take a look inside.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Pretty.
This is Thilo Schwarz.
Nice
He's
to meet you.
responsible for all the big ponds and aquariums here at Kölle Zoo, so he will take us around the headquarters here.
When you said headquarters, I was thinking of like a big office building, but this is like more like a castle.
It used to be like a really old farm or barn, and an architect bought it many, many years ago, and he refurbished it for his sort of dream of his own home. Unfortunately, that guy passed away. Then the guy who owns this place, he bought it all and made his dream headquarters in here.
Amazing.
Yeah. This is the sort of the main entrance of the building.
I just caught a glimpse of the aquarium. Welcome to the largest discus tank in Germany. Wow, look at them. They're all just coming up to the camera. This is amazing. I've never seen such a big discus tank, and I've never seen so many discus together in one group in my entire life. This is like amazing.
The aquarium is 4 meters long and does have 4,500 liters.
So this tank is full of 250 discus fish. Now, the discus fish, it comes from the Amazon, but over the years, people have bred these fish to get these insanely amazing colors, basically, out of them. We can put on the screen what like wild-caught discus looks like, and then you can see why these fish are so special. They're very delicate fish a little bit, and they require very clean water.
They need sort of temperature in the tank, and they always live in groups. That's very important.
This right here is a full functioning computer for the aquarium right there. So you can do an automatic water change with the click of a button from this computer or from Thilo's phone.
But that's like the sort of typical project Thilo would do.
The individual chain stores don't do big private custom installs.
So all shops around Germany and Austria, they would say we have an interesting customer, Thilo, look at it. So he would drive everywhere around Europe and visit the people and sort of source what the people need, and from A to Z he will do everything.
If it's a big project,
Yes.
a big client,
Yes.
it gets fielded out, it comes to him.
Yeah. Aha, here, snack time. This is not the half kilo they normally get.
This is like more food than I fed my discus in a year, and they're getting it in 1 minute.
Just so you know, that's beef heart from a cow, so it's pure muscle really.
Oh, I thought we were gonna feed them like bloodworms or something.
Yeah, the consistency is totally different than I thought. This is like
Rubber.
All right, so we're about to feed the discus. You can see they're huddling right above because they know they're about to get fed. All right, here we go. Hey guys, you see it? I got some food. Dinner is served. All right, we got to start a discus feeding frenzy here.
So this is always something good to look at when you're doing business meets.
So what you guys are about to see is a private pond that they've built here for their employees. Usually no one really gets to see this besides everyone that works here, but they're obviously showing it to us and you guys get an exclusive look. This is their backyard koi pond. This is amazing. Hi Scoobies. Some big koi in here. Look at that Deutz right there. Wow. He doesn't have an eye socket. That fish literally does not have an eye. He's just got an empty eye socket.
It's the blind jack because it's missing one eye.
Normally, I would want to pick out fish that are all sorts of different colors, but there's actually something really cool about getting all really colorful yellow and orange fish, and they're still individual. Bonsai tree here
That's easy 100 years plus.
that?
I'm sure.
That bonsai tree?
I'm sure. They get imported, but they have to stay a few years in quarantine inside a glass house because they can bring bugs or something, I think, and they can endanger our trees.
I didn't realize that. They have to get quarantined when they come. I absolutely love this pond. And so your team did this?
Correctly.
And so how many ponds would you say you do a year?
1 year, I think 3 until 6, but it's only professional.
Like big, good,
Yes,
nice
big,
ponds.
yes.
Yeah. How much does a koi pond like this cost to build here?
This is very expensive because of so many trees. All completely, you must pay 400,000 euros.
400,000 euros. Okay.
But
Yeah.
this
So that includes not just the pond, but it includes the deck. It includes all the trees and flowers and vegetations, the rock. That's on par with what it would cost in the United States as well. This is his son. Awesome. Yeah, he jumps in and gets with the koi and swims with the koi. There's also an auto feeder right here, and it gives them food 6 times a day. You can see it's just full of koi food.
Also something for you to learn, koi doesn't have a stomach.
Okay.
So a koi would always continue eating and what goes in goes directly out. So that's why they can eat so much. They're called water pigs because they would just eat.
All right, so now we're visiting another Kölle Zoo shop. This is the oldest Kölle Zoo, the very first one where it started. Now it's a massive chain, but this was the very first one.
We start with a gigantic fish department outside.
Wow. Yo, look at all of these koi. There's so many.
Quiero decir, te elijo a ti, si me dan a elegir, te elijo a ti.
Yanni, dude, look at this one.
Favorite type. The scale on its neck and spine, and then the smooth surface.
Yeah.
So these are the smaller tanks they have.
Oh, little baby koi. Little babies. Another massive koi pond over here. Dude, he's got a big mouth.
Singing opera.
They have some massive koi ponds out here, but then inside, you guys are gonna freak out when you see this. Whoa. This tank right here is a massive tank full of discus. It's got some stingrays in it and a really beautiful pleco. The most colorful pleco I've ever seen. It's like a sunrise. They love their discus.
Yeah, if you go to the top, you'll think you're feeding.
Oh, they think I'm gonna feed.
No, I'm stealing them.
No, no.
Stingrays kind of remind me of like an octopus.
Yeah, the eyes are like poke out. They're so pretty, brilliant white with the yellow pattern. And then on the black sand, the contrast is amazing.
This pair is 10,000 euro.
10,000?
Yes. These are really rare.
I've seen a lot of stingrays, and I've never seen stingrays like this. See those two claspers? That's how you can tell this one's the boy, and this one's the girl. Whoa! What is going on? Look at this. We got a fish tank right up here. These are African cichlids and rainbow fish. Gee, it looks like a picture frame or something. And actually, I don't know if these are African cichlids. These might be Geovegas. Wow, we got some loaches. Look at how big these ones are. There's gotta be at least like 50 rainbow fish in here. For €1, you can feed the fish. It's got a yellow tang on there. All right, we're gonna feed these guys. They're getting fed well today. Let's go. Pleco's coming up too. So cool. I love it. Going up the steps. This place is enormous. This is where they have all their big tanks for sale. Whoa, you can sit here. Imagine what this would look like in your home. That is beautiful. Look at this. It literally went out of the pot and started growing into the building. Look at this.
What?
So that was a present of a customer one day for opening the shop. And it outgrew the pot and would grow everywhere inside. And now, unfortunately, after all those years, it broke off just last week.
Oh my gosh.
Normally, no sun inside.
Very shady.
Because it was covering the entire thing.
This is a fig tree. There are figs growing inside. It was also just like a plant pot.
Over here, another koi section. Some big koi in here.
We can get some food maybe.
Wow. Hello, you ready to eat? It's time to eat.
You take shower now.
Yeah, because they got some force, so these guys probably splash like crazy. Open up. How old are some of these fish?
Big Mama, it's 10 years old. The Chagoi.
The chagoys usually get the biggest. This is an absolute torpedo. How long can koi live for?
In the books they say up to 50, 60 years. I think it's easy to get 20, 30 years if they get taken care of well. The normal age is only like 10, 15 and everything above is not so common.
How much bigger can they get? Do they get that much bigger?
Older they get, the less they grow, but they will always continue growing. This type, it will be only like millimeters every year. It won't do like 10 centimeters a year anymore. When you have tosai and you don't keep them on much food and big size pond, warm water and everything, they can stay small. Next year you could still think it's a tosai. You compare it to a new tosai, but you can always difference it because the eyes will be always bigger on the older fish than on the new fish. So the eyes always will grow. That's how you can see when it's a tosai or not.
Which is the most expensive fish in here?
Big Mama.
I would
Really?
say.
7,000 euro.
7,000 euros for the Big Mama. Whew.
Yeah, the red one down there, I would say, is the next.
This big orange one.
Yeah, that's like similar price as Big
6,000
Mama.
to 7,000 euros. So this is their saltwater section. Now these tanks are like full of macroalgae and corals.
Is that a sun coral?
That's not real. They have a lot of really cool clownfish here. So they got this guy. Wow, he's like a ghost clownfish. He's hiding in his anemone. This is a Da Vinci clownfish right here. Down here, these guys are so cool. The golden nugget. The snowflake onyx, or the naked clownfish are my favorite. I really like them. Got a nice another display tank. And then over here, whoa, massive reef tank.
Look at that anemone.
This is a beautiful fish right here. Yanni, look at this guy. Really beautiful triggerfish. You usually don't see a massive reef tank in retail pet chain store. Gem tank down here. Yeah, there we go. Over here, this is their freshwater section. They got literally everything you can imagine. These angelfish are nice. Little koi beta. These are my favorite fish. The roseline shark. They have a snakehead in here? Shauna Blairy. I guess Heiko discovered this snakehead. Wow. Dude, that's nuts.
Where you can buy them up to like this size.
Yeah, yeah. What is that? Oh my gosh.
These
Look
are
at this
killifish.
Look how beautiful those are. I've never seen a freshwater fish with that much color. That looks like a saltwater fish. Right here, you have a school of glass catfish. Very cool fish because they're like totally translucent, so you can see all the way through them. But this fish is like the star of this tank. Look at how many there are. These orange killifish. Dude, I want those. If I was in a shop and I saw that, I'd buy that right away. You built the world's largest portable aquarium.
Saltwater and 2 years later freshwater.
Wow. Has anyone ever done that at an aquarium convention since then?
Hat es jemand davor gemacht oder danach?
No, no. This is the first. This is in the Guinness Book of Records.
That's crazy for a company to bring an aquarium that big to a trade show. Trade shows must have been wild back in the day. Dude, you have so many koi. How many koi are here? There's just more and more koi.
Baskets full of clams.
Look at this.
Pond clam. That's how they keep them, so the water will get all the way around it, so they can just filtrate better.
You can buy like a whole bucket of them.
Put them in your pond, and then they will sit and they will just dig themselves in, and then they open and then they filtrate the water. Like this one, this is how they would normally sit inside your pond.
That's so cool because like you just never really see that concept, that sort of thing for sale in America. Only here. It's cool. Pond shops back home, take note. Filter feeders to naturally clean and filter your water in your pond. Super cool. What are we about to eat?
This is German currywurst, a sausage with special sauce, curry powder, and chips.
This is like the food to eat in
This
Germany?
is like the takeaway food for people. Lunch break. Lunch.
You like it?
But yes, we
Every now and
need
then.
this.
It's a big one. Yeah, it's just like normal sausage.
It's good. It would surprise me if not.
They're retail stores, they're all across Germany, and then there's some in Austria. So they're absolutely amazing stores. You're gonna wanna check them out. And custom installs like you saw with the Discus tank. So I'll leave their contact information down below. You can reach out to them. If you're in Europe, I'm sure they will be open to doing a project for you. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next one. But until then, remember to keep those nitrates low. George, out.